Hi everyone, my name is Andy Park. Welcome to the channel. So as most of you are aware, there are mobile versions of many Microsoft 365 apps. Apps like Microsoft To Do, Teams, and even PowerPoint I think work well in the mobile version. But one app that I never found practical use for was Excel. The idea of working on a spreadsheet on a small mobile screen never made sense to me. But recently, I found one reason why you might use it, and that's to convert printed hard copy of data into an editable one. I've been in a few situations where I was handed a printed spreadsheet or came across a table of data in a magazine or even a trade publication where I wanted to do further analysis on it. Of course, I could type the data into a spreadsheet, but that would be too tedious. The mobile version of Excel has a feature that lets us take a photo of a data table and it'll convert and import the data into a worksheet. It's not perfect, but in most cases, it gets us close. So let me show you how this works. First, of course, we'd have to install Excel. I'm going to swipe down on my iPhone and search for Excel. Click on View, double click on the side button to install, and approve with Face ID. The app launches. Going to skip on the notification and create a new document. We have a few different templates to choose from here, but for our purpose, we're going to choose a blank workbook. On the bottom left of the screen, let's click on this grid, then select this camera icon. The camera launches and we can either select photos from our library by choosing Select More Photos, or take a new photo by choosing Keep Current Selection. Let's just take a new photo here. The camera recognizes that there's a table and attempts to select it. We want to make sure that this green border covers the entire area with the data. Don't worry if the coverage area is not perfect, as we can adjust it in the next step. So here, we're going to drag in these corner handles to match up against the corners of our table, then select Confirm. After a few seconds, Excel has extracted the data from the table. Now we can scroll through the extracted data if you want, then select Insert. So in many cases, we'll be prompted to review some of the extracted data to confirm that they are accurate. And in this case, there are 12 for us to review, so let's select Review. We can see the data to be reviewed in the top highlighted cell, and it seems the data is accurate, so we can hit Ignore. But if a correction is needed, we can simply type it in here. We can repeat this with the remaining review items. For me, it's easier to review and correct this extracted data as a whole from a computer. So I'm going to hit this back button and select Open Anyways. As you can see, Excel did a pretty good job of capturing and laying out the data. Let's just resize the column to take a better look. We see that some of the data didn't get placed in the correct cells. We'll fix this in a moment. For now, let's save this into our OneDrive account and name the file here and hit Done. Now moving to our computer, let's go to OneDrive and open the save file. For the data that did not get placed in the correct cells, we can use our original paper document as a reference and make the corrections. Then let's format the table to make it look better. Oh, and there's an error that I missed, so let's fix that. And there you go. It took very little effort to convert a data table from a book to an editable one. Let's look at a second example, this time with numbers. Same as earlier, click on Blank Workbook, then click on the grid on the bottom left of the screen, then click on the camera icon. Then we'll take a picture of this printed data table. We'll resize the picture by dragging on these corner handles, then select Confirm. There are two items that we need to review, so let's go ahead and do that. The first item, Excel picked it up as a blank cell, so let's change that to an E. And the next item is actually correct, so let's hit Ignore. Now the data table has been inserted into the worksheet. Notice right away in the top row here, Excel ran some basic data analysis using the numbers in the table, like sum total, average, and count. This, of course, means that the data has been brought in the correct number format and can be calculated on. And just like before, if you want to perform further analysis on this data set, we can open up this file from our computer and work on it there. You can, of course, do that in this mobile version as well, but I think for most of us, it's probably easier to do it from our computer. And that's it. That's how you can transform hard copies of data sets to an editable one in Excel. If you enjoyed this video and learned something here today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks and bye for now.